Look at that. Oh man, that is amazing. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Rick. Today we are doing India's ultimate comfort dish, Khichdi. So in here we've got mung dal and we've got white rice, and we rinse them both together until it becomes clear water. Okay, that's good enough. What you have to do is put enough water in to cover. We just leave that about 15 to 20 minutes. That's all. Leave it to soak. Okay, we just need to give that a drain it out, and just leave it to sit on the side and we'll crack on. Come on, let's bring in a pan and let's get going. Now, the thing is with this recipe, we're going to cook it in a pan. A lot of people cook it in a pressure cooker. Pressure cooker obviously going to cook it in less time. But I'm going to cook it in a pan, you see, the whole thing. I want to go in there with some oil and we're going to chuck some ghee in. A good dollop in there, look. We want some flavour. Come on, whack on the flame. Where's those cumin seeds? In there, cumin seeds. Bay leaf. We've got a dried chilli, just give that a break. A little one of those. And we're using hing. Okay, now you don't want too much of this, you just want a pinch in there. So it's only about a 20-second cook on there. That'll do. In there with those onions. Now you can use red onions, and most people in India will be using red onions. I've got red onions to eat, but I generally cook with white. Depends what I'm doing. So just give this about 3 or 4 minutes on here. And then we're going to chuck our garlic and ginger in and our green chilli. The green chilli has been smacked with a knife and a couple of cuts in it, that's all. You can slice it all the way up if you want sliced green chilli in there. I'm not really bothered. Now, many people have a different way of cooking this, and obviously all the people that cook in a pressure cooker are going to cook it differently, but I want you to see I don't want just the pressure cooker lid on. In there, garlic and ginger. In there with that green chilli, and you know, you can smash it up if you want, up to you. So we only want about a minute on this just to bring out that rawness of that garlic and that ginger. I'm going to throw some tomatoes in. In there, tomatoes. They say cook the tomatoes until they go mushy. That's up to you. Just give them a bit of a cooking. I like a little bit in there, you know, I don't want it all just to disappear. It's going to go mushy anyway because we're going to cook this. Because we're cooking in an open pan, we're going to cook this for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, somewhere around about there. In a pressure cooker, you know, you're only doing it about 15 minutes tops. Just a little bit of salt in there, only a tiny bit to help draw out that moisture of those tomatoes. I'm going to chuck about a teaspoon of salt in here in a minute, so I don't want to over salt it. Like I say, you can cook it till they're mushy. I'm not all that bothered, to be honest. I just want a bit of a cooking on there so they release the sweetness into the pan. That will do for me. In here I've got salt, turmeric, Kashmiri chili and coriander powder. Oh, smell that. Oh yeah. Let it have just a minute in there. Oh, that looks superb. In there with those potatoes. Sorry about that bang there. In there with a carrot. Nice little twizzle whizzle on this one, come on. Look at that. What a fabulous smell. Right, now the thing is, I'm using frozen peas. Okay, the defrosting way, you could put them in now, but they're going to just disappear. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cook the dal and the rice in there for about 20 minutes. I'm going to throw the peas in, because they are frozen peas. Now this is open to anything in here: cauliflower, fresh peas, beans, anything you like, to be quite honest. It is a vegetarian dish. Absolutely, it's fantastic. It's bursting with flavour. Okay, our rice and our mung bean in there. Give it a stir in. Oh yeah. Just give it a little minute on there, and then we'll chuck in some water. You know, I'm quite lucky really, having lived in Asia for 20 years. Many countries in Asia have their own version of a rice soup. The Thai rice soup is fantastic. I eat it with Chinese sausage. You know, the Chinese have one, Indonesia, whatever. This is like the rice soup of India. It's a fantastic comforting dish. Now we're going to have to add a couple of litres of water to this. In a pressure cooker you would only add 800 millilitres, somewhere around about there. You won't go much more than that, because inside the pressure cooker it's still going to release, it's going to keep all the fluid in obviously as it releases from the veg, whereas we're cooking in an open pan here, it's going to evaporate out. So we want to start putting some water in there. And what we're going to do is bring this up to a boil, knock it down to a simmer, and simmer for about 30-35 minutes. In that time we'll give it a little stir. You don't have to keep stirring and stirring and stirring. We'll just give it a little stir and watch the water level. Cooking in an open pan, it's going to evaporate off. So I've got about 2 and a bit litres of water in there, look. Now keep the ghee. We're going to be drizzling over a tablespoon of ghee at the end. And all we need to do is chop up quite a large amount of coriander. We put a lot of coriander in here, and a lot of coriander on your dish. So if you don't like coriander, eat it without. And today we will be serving it with poppadoms. Poppadoms, a little bit of red onion, some mango chutney. Fabulous. Can't wait. Actually, I've been eating the poppadoms already. How to cook the poppadoms? Get the poppadom, stick it in the microwave, 1 minute 10 seconds on high. Perfectly cooked poppadoms, no grease, no oil. Don't worry about any of this foam that comes on here. You know, people bleat on about it, but the whole procedure of this is exactly the same as a pressure cooker. If you've got a pressure cooker lid on, you don't see that. Okay? So these have been washed until they were clear, they've been soaked. That's just how it goes, and now we just need to cook it. So don't stress about it. It's exactly the same as cooking in the pressure cooker, except you can see this. There we go, we're getting a bit of a boil on there. So we're going to knock it down to a simmer in a minute for 35 minutes. Long cook in a pan, shorter in a pressure cooker. Is it worth it? Oh yeah. Just keep giving it a little gentle stir now, because it's actually getting heavy and starting to go down on the bottom of the pan. So just a nice little turn through. Keep it cooking. We've got a good 10-12 minutes left. There you go. That is looking fabulous. Oh yeah. Okay, in there with those peas. Oh, now we're getting there. Look at that. Now the thing is, if you cook it in a pressure cooker, what happens is it goes to this stage, and then when you take the lid off, you've got to tip in a load of hot water, you know. But if you cook it like this, you can just cook it to the thickness that you want. Now, however, if you take it too far, you're chucking water in as well, you know. That looks super. A little bit longer. This is just right for me with a bowl and a spoon. Not a problem. I absolutely love soup rice. Now if you want to eat this with your hand, you have to take it a little bit further to dry it out a bit more. Now I like to cook my coriander in there, so I'm going in with a little bit of coriander, and we'll save some to go over at the end. Now you can stir in kasuri methi, methi powder, methi leaf, entirely up to you. I don't like it in this, so I won't be putting it in, but you can. Last 5 minutes of cooking, stir it in. I don't like it in here. I think this has a really nice, pleasant flavour with a little bit of warming from those chili that's in there. And we're going to stir over some garam masala in a minute, and that is enough. Everybody to their own. That's good enough for me. I'm getting that flame off, and we're going to chuck over some garam masala. Just bring that in. Oh, look at that. Oh yes, please. That is fabulous. In there, little bit of ghee. Come on. Oh, now we're talking. A blob of yogurt if you want the yogurt. Look at that. That is sensational. I absolutely love it. That is a plate full of goodness right there. You know, do we eat it the Indian way, or do we eat it with a spoon? Indian way. In there. Look how that sticks. Oh, it's still quite warm. Sticks to your fingers. Oh man, that is amazing. Oh, that's cracking. Oh. Oh yeah. Poppadoms. On there. Oh, right there. In there. Oh yeah. Oh, I love my rice soup. Oh, that is off the charts. Oh, I've got to do the mango chutney again. Oh, get that in there. Oh, it's just phenomenal. So there you go. That's our khichdi made. How easy is that? It's just cooked in the pan. And this is the consistency that you want. It needs to be sticking. It wants to be gooey. If you want to add a bit of hot water to loosen it, add it. But you know, you're wanting this to fill you up, stick to everything. This is good for you. Oh yeah. There you go. That's our khichdi made. Share with your friends and tell them how easy it is to make khichdi. Now, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it sounds okay to me. And I don't really care about names. I care about eating. So there you go. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Oh, and we'll catch you in the next video. That is amazing.